In this segment, we're going to look at how to hook up the toy hauler to your truck. And one very important thing is to make sure you have a 2 5/16 ball on your hitch. And then from there, we're going to show you the kind of the different steps for getting it hooked up. This particular trailer has a power jack option, so it makes it pretty simple. I can just simply raise and lower it, drop it down onto the ball. When you actually see the jack coming up off the ground, then you know you're all right. All right, so we have a safety pin in here. We're just going to remove that. You want to drop the coupler lock down. You want to make sure that it actually clips back into here. And then you should be able to put a pin through here. That's pretty important because that keeps it from possibly coming loose while you're going down the road. Next thing, we want to hook up our 7-way plug. It's got 7 different pins in it. There is a charge line in here. If you're parked overnight with your truck hooked up and you're worried about it drawing your battery down, just unplug it simply so it doesn't kill the battery in your truck. You just plug that in. There's usually always a nice little slot here that lines up with the pin, so you can't put it in the wrong way. Put that in. This has a little clip that holds it in securely, so you want to make sure it's nice and tight and all the way in there. This is our breakaway switch, okay? And what we typically do is just kind of yank it out. The purpose of this is that if the trailer did become detached from the truck, it'll actually lock the brakes on the trailer itself. So we just kind of push this through either the hooks where your chains are. In this truck we have a little hole that we've unplugged in the bumper. You don't want to hook it to the chains. This is its own device. It needs to be separate to the truck. So we just unplugged it. I loop it back in or wherever you're comfortable with the slack, and then plug it back into the breakaway switch here on the curb side of the trailer. From there, a lot of people end up wanting weight distribution prep on the trailer. When you go to hook up your weight distribution, just one suggestion is to lower the jack back down. You want to look at the side of the truck and the trailer to get it back to level. On this particular setup and all the toy haulers, we've kept this area clear, so a lot of people end up adding weight distribution prep later. But just one of the key safety factors in putting that on your toy hauler is to leave the jack down, so when you put the bars on, you're not forcing the pressure. It should be nice and simple. Once you have the bars hooked up, then you just drop it back down or raise the jack back up. You want to visually inspect it and you should be good to go. Okay, so what's next is the safety chains, and we have a little hook here that they just store on for when you're not using them. We kind of twisted these. You can twist them to the right length. But what's going to happen next is we want to crisscross these chains from one side to the other. Some states require it. You got to check with your own state. It's just better idea and safer if you actually do cross them. The intent is that if it did come loose, it would keep it from swaying as much, and that the chains would actually catch the trailer and keep it from dragging on the ground. So there you see it. We just want to crisscross them, get them hooked securely into the chain slots on the receiver, and now you're ready to tow.